you might begin to notice just how easy it becomes to let go of old stories that no longer serve, as a new way of being begins to unfold. Because somewhere in your mind, there's a place that already knows how to feel horny and flirty, alive and electric, while being grounded, clear and in control, all at the same time. And maybe, just maybe, you've already lived a moment of bold, raw desire, even if only for a flicker, and it felt so right, so natural, so real, though the truth of who you are whispered through. You see, when you begin to realise that, your beliefs are the lens through which reality becomes real. And you can just as easily install new beliefs, like trying on a favourite outfit. Something powerful begins to happen. You begin to notice that confidence isn't a skill, it's a memory. Charisma isn't thought, it's unlocked. And sexuality isn't performance, it's presence. Just like how the flame doesn't try to be warm, or the rose doesn't try to be alluring, they simply are. When you step into your own natural magnetism, you stop seeking approval. You start radiating certainty. Because isn't it true? The people who express themselves freely, who are playfully, sexual, forward, flirty, open, they aren't doing it to get permission. They're doing it because they've already decided, this is who I am. And when you decide, you define. And the moment you define your beliefs, you begin to refine your behaviours, because behaviours follow beliefs, like shadows follow light. In this new operating system, you naturally adopt the beliefs that I'm safe expressing my sexuality. My desires are valid. I own my confidence. I trust myself. And just like learning to flirt starts with a smile, learning to be bold starts with a breath. That breath you just took, maybe it was shallow or deep. Maybe it felt a little different. Because something inside is shifting already, isn't it? A curiosity is rising. A question is forming. What if I've always been this person and I just forgot? And in that remembering comes the reprogramming, because when you move your body with confidence, your mind follows. When you speak with certainty, others believe it too. When you flirt with life, life flirts back. Let's play with this now. Imagine someone walks into a room, shoulders back, playful grin, eyes bright with mischief and meaning. They don't say they're comfortable in their skin, they show it. How? By being. No explanation, no apology, no seeking, just presence. Now imagine you walk in like that, because you do, and you will. In fact, the part of you that already knows how is waking up now. The old system, fear, shame, guilt, that was never yours. It was installed, and now you're uninstalling it, and installing this instead. I'm playful, I'm magnetic, I'm expressive, I'm powerful. My sexuality is sacred and shameless. I can be wild and wise, open and discerning, fierce and soft, because I'm everything I choose to be. And there's a paradox here, isn't there? The more you stop trying to be sexy, the more naturally sexy you become. Just like water doesn't try to flow, it just does. Fire doesn't ask to burn, it just is. And you don't need permission to feel, to want, to express, because you were born with that right. And just as you wouldn't judge a wave for crashing, you can stop judging your desires for rising. And what if the more honest you are about what excites you, the more ease, joy and clarity you feel? Because let's say this together silently now. I'm allowed to want. I'm allowed to enjoy. I'm allowed to explore. And I do all of this with respect, integrity and delight. And as you imagine these truths sinking in, like roots going deeper, then you can consciously track. You begin to notice your energy shifting, don't you? From hesitation to liberation. From is this okay to hell yeah, this is me. And once this identity clicks into place, everything changes. Because people are drawn to authenticity. Flirting becomes a gift, not a game. Confidence becomes quiet yet undeniable. And your very presence becomes the proof of your power. And isn't that exactly what you came here to remember? So now you get to ask yourself, what new truth do I want to wake up with tomorrow? What version of me have I just remembered right now? And how will I let that version lead starting today? Because from this moment forward, you're no longer learning to become. You're simply remembering who you've always been.